Today we're going to be talking about Jupiter the Hybrid, the werewolf-vampire hybrid that is an online predator and is open about having relationships with minors online.
I love you, and I know you want me. I know you want it bad from me.
There's been some recent live streams where Jupiter went live talking about having to burn his pony. And if you know anything about Jupiter, his ponies are very important to him. And we're going to dive into this a little deeper, and I'm going to explain everything so you are caught up on what's going on here. But I did cover this in another video on my channel. If you want to go check that out, feel free to do that. But I am going to briefly summarize it all here. Like I said in the beginning, Jupiter thinks he is a vampire werewolf hybrid.
I'm a hybrid between vampire and werewolf. I'm a hybrid. My dad's a vampire. My blood dad's a vampire. My blood mom's a werewolf. Meaning I wound up with both their powers, so...
And he really does believe this. Now, I think all of us wish that there was some type of fantasy like this in the real world where we could be a vampire and live forever, or I don't know so much a werewolf. For me personally, I think it'd be cool to be a vampire, but I'm not going to believe this so much to where I'm falling into these illusionary realities. I mean, hell, it would be amazing to have superpowers, be able to teleport or fly around like Superman, be Superman. That would be awesome. Now, for someone to believe something like this, there's definitely got to be something mentally wrong with them. And it doesn't take a doctor to be able to look at somebody and think, oh, this person is pretty much crazy. They've lost their mind. What's going on here? They probably shouldn't have access to the internet and these things that allow them to have contact with minors online. Jupiter's a danger to society, and he continues to try to talk to minors, and he's open about it. He just doesn't care. There was one instance where he was being recorded in a Discord chat, and he said he didn't mind that the girl was 13 years old and would accept pictures from her.
Jupiter, can I still send you pictures of myself even if I'm underage? Because I'm only 13.
It's up to you, sweetie, if you want to, because I don't mind. If you do, I don't mind. Do you plan on trading me in if I say yes?
No, I would never.
I'd lower the age of consent all the way to 16 if you guys wanted me to. Or I'd even change it to 15 if you guys wanted me to.
He ends up getting exposed for this and then apologizes for it.
Part that I, Jupiter, aka Corbin Pinnell, was I'm hated for those crimes. I ask the world's forgiveness, as well as those who I've wronged, Bree, and all those other named souls that I have wronged. It was never really what was supposed to be. And I apologize for those actions that I have taken.
And clearly this isn't something an apology will fix, but during his apologies, it's pretty clear they're theatrical and it's just something that he's doing based off of whatever reason. I don't know. And then later on, he would go on to say that you can't change me.
People are wanting to know, are you a child predator?
Oh, hell no.
So
I
then-
made one mistake. One. And people need to let that go finally. I made one mistake. It was one mistake. And I'm still paying out the ass for it. One transgression. And now everyone assumes shit. It was one transgression, people.
I'm just letting them know, I don't care what they think of me. Because I am who I am. They can't change that.
That's pretty clear that Jupiter's not going to change. He is who he is, and no one can change that. Now let's get into the lore of the ponies. The ponies he has that he sucks the blood from and impregnates.
This was one of the inanimate objects I brought to life. Her name's Shiratora. So she's one of the many homunculi I brought to life.
How do you drink from her?
Normally I bite her.
So, like, you've had children with her?
Yeah, but I made her promise no more after, like, our last set of triplets. I told her no more. I was done.
So, like, how did she get pregnant?
If I were to tell you the way, it would kind of disgust you in a way.
Why don't you whisper it to me and I'll tell them in the most PG way I can.
What I do is I just inject some of my into her, and then I use magic to grow the embryo over time, and then the embryo takes on a new life, and then they have to be transferred to a new body, if you get my meaning.
They want to know what do the kids, like, look like?
Sorry, they're kind of quiet. They're sleeping right now. There they are. Those are most of the kids we've had. Those are most of the kids we've had together.
But now you're caught up on Sharatora, his pony, his past, his experience with minors, what he's been doing online, and just what type of person he is overall. Now, in recent events, he's been talking to somebody named Jess, and Jess is his girlfriend, and she's been telling him to burn his ponies and do some other things as well. But it's pretty clear that Jess is probably a troll, because why would she want him to burn his ponies and break dance for her? But Jupiter, being Jupiter, he believes that Jess is his girlfriend and that he has to do these things for her. Jupiter posted this on his YouTube channel under the community tab saying, "Funeral fit for a queen, the burning the body of Sharatora Star Sparkle at 4 p.m. Please don't miss out. We will be saying goodbye to the old and ushering in a new era for Jessica, my future wife." Now, I think it's important to note that the FBI is involved in what Jupiter has been doing, and I believe they took his phone and his electronics as well, but it turns out he has a new phone now. And since then, he's been uploading more content on YouTube and TikTok. And some of that content involves him uploading another apology video saying that he's sorry for the things he's done. But the way he starts this video is more like he's starting up a vlog, and it's just another day on the camera, and he's saying, "What's up? Shout out. What's going on? How you doing, subscribers?"
Hey everyone. Sorry, I was eating some lunch. I'm here to say some things, some truth, shall I say. Before I do all this, shout out to HH, my girl Jess's brother, and Jess herself. Love you, baby. Always will. I'd like to say one thing, and one thing only. Yeah, you may see me as some bad person. All of you, might see me as someone who's bad. Someone who deserves to be killed. But this is my way of making up for what I've done. You see, many of you see me as a hell. I guess all of you see me that way now. And that is the truth. I am one, or used to be one. I decided I would change my ways and decided enough was enough and quit hiding from the fact of what I've done. So here it is, my apology to all of you. I apologize for being the bad pedophile I was and I am. I'm sorry, and I'd like to take this time to offer up an apology to everyone who came before me who are no longer with us. Meaning my uncle and my mother. I'd like to say I'm sorry to those two if they are watching me in heaven. I'd like to say I'm sorry to them for letting them down. This recording will be going up on YouTube, so please like, follow, and subscribe.
In the midst of his apology of doing something so horrific and horrible, he shouts out his YouTube saying subscribe, like, and comment. Clearly what's on his mind here is that he wants to grow his YouTube channel and doesn't really care about any of this.
Leave a comment. All that good stuff. Anyway, I'm here to explain myself and my actions and try to salvage what is left of my reputation. I have been doing some pretty shitty stuff. Talking to minors, causing shit to go wrong. Hell, I've been hiding my abilities, It's time I stop lying to myself. It's time that this young man decides to take on a new role in life, and that is to find himself again and to find a better motif to be on. So, I am retiring from TikTok because of all the hate and bad vibes that I get there. And to all my pet followers who are still pedophiles and want me to continue, I have one thing to say to you. I am not one of you. I never will be one of you. I am a good person. I have nothing bad. I don't have any bad bones in my body.
He goes from saying that he's going to accept pictures from minors, talks to minors, but he's not a P word. How does that make sense? And in his head, it might make sense. And, that just goes to show you like where his head is and what type of person he is. But it's not based in reality.
I don't ever want to be known as someone who's just as despicable as you all are. So here is Corbin Pinnell apologizing for being what he once was. And to all those young children's families I've hurt, I'm sorry, and I wish that you could all forgive me. All I ask is that you forgive me and we can move past this, and we could grow as a peaceful, as a people. Fuck. Damn, I can't talk today. Anyway, as a peaceful people, I wish to live in peace and impart this peaceful message to you all. And to those who are watching this and wanting me to continue down that path, I am not you. I chose a different path in life. I'm coming clean and saying, yes, I am or was a, depending on your point of view. From a certain point of view.
It's so hard to keep up with him. He was, he isn't, he never was, he is now he's not. Like, what is his story? He can't even keep track of it himself. And he always brings up, can we please move past this now? Like, it's something that you can just move past. I don't think this is something that you're going to be able to just move past, Jupiter.
I will never be one of you. I don't take joy in hurting children or even causing shit to happen to children. I take no joy in it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of all of you, you know? Everyone who thinks I'm a or believes I'm a pedophile, you can believe that if you want. But at least I'm clearing the air and saying I was. This is my chance to make up for everything. To make myself stand on the same side as all of the people who want me to change. I'm initiating change now. So, yes, I am and or was a pedophile. I never will be again, and I promise you that. In fact, I apologize for ever thinking I could get away with it, you know? I apologize. I don't want any more trouble from anyone.
To me, it just sounds like that he's tired of getting all this hate, so he's just trying to say whatever he can to get out of the situation. And I don't believe a single word he's saying when he says that he's never going to do this again. I don't believe that at all. He's already done something like this before where he's made an apology and then just turned around and said, you're not going to be able to change me. This is who I am. So anything he says after that, it's like, what? But if he does change, you know, good for him. But he still did some really bad things. There was definitely intent there. And if he was given the opportunity, he would have definitely followed through with it, allegedly.
So, as a last thing of peaceful coexistence, I want all of you to know that I'm working my ass off to be a better person, to become better. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and if you still are, I have a little thing I'm going to be doing here in a sec. I know I can only use the one-hand breakdance move, but it's the best move I've got. So, I'll be doing that in a sec. Just give me a minute. I gotta turn on a light and clear a space in my room for that. As well as turn my TV and the thing it's sitting on towards this way. Oh boy, this is going to be awkward, but hey, at least it's getting done. Oh, and to my girl, Jess, I love you still, honey. There we go. A little more this way. Just adjusting my TV on its stand so you guys can see. Putting all this stuff to the side.
So I did watch this through already once, and he takes a majority of this time here to clean the floor so he can do a breakdance move for everybody, because, you know, that's what everybody wants to see after a apology for being a P word.
Yeah. And that's all I can do. It was supposed to be my movement, but my room's too cramped for any kind of dancing, but I do apologize.
So yeah, he just gave his great apology. Once again, another apology from Jupiter himself, and he blessed us with a breakdance move that, you know, I could have went without seeing, but
that's all I can offer, as well as something else. I can do something else entirely. Thank you all for watching. I will do this. On my honor, as a Boy Scout, and as a man, I will never make the same mistakes again. I say this on my honor, on my mother and uncle's graves, and on myself, as well as the Word of God. These mistakes will never, ever happen again. I promise you all. Also, if you like and subscribe, please feel free to watch all my videos from start to finish, including my shorts. Also, later on, I will be uploading storytime videos for all of my stories and what I've learned over the years. So feel free to drop a like, drop a follow, maybe even, subscribe to my channel, and hit that little bell icon to get all of your updates. All of them. Thank you all for watching, and if indeed you still are, I appreciate it. Also, Jessica, my girl, Jessica's brother, please do not be mad at me for not doing the breakdance right. I couldn't get it right because my room's too cramped. Anyway, I do apologize for everything I've done and wish to remain a free man and a free soul. Thank you all for watching. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.
It doesn't matter how many times you watch that shout out at the end there, him shouting out to subscribe and like and comment and all that stuff, that catches you off guard every time. So you can hear there at the end, he's talking to Jessica, and it was Jessica that told him to break dance, and that's apparently why he did it there. And that brings us into the next video where Jessica, his girlfriend, has convinced him to burn his ponies, which if we do a quick little recap, Jessica's thought to be a troll and not even really his girlfriend, but he believes it's his girlfriend. And the reason why people think that Jessica is a troll is because Jessica told him to breakdance and told him to burn his ponies. Why would somebody that loves you tell you to do all that? And mind you, this was a breakdance move at the end of his apology video, and they've convinced him to go live and burn his ponies, which if you remember, Sharatora is one of his beloved prized possessions, and this wasn't an easy task for him to do.
As I said, around 4 o'clock today, I will be burning some things, but it is a little windy right now. So I hope this works. This is for my girl Jess. And Jess, if you see this, if it blows out the fire before I can even start it, then I will have no choice but to throw them away. But yeah, you get the picture. Anyway, here goes. It's a final farewell to the objects that I've had. These objects are going to be burned by this.
Now it looks like he's doing this right next to his house, which can be extremely dangerous. He doesn't even have like a little fire pit or anything like that built out for this.
Even though it is a little windy, I'll do what I can. So this is my last chance to say goodbye to everyone.
Also, you can tell that he doesn't want to do this throughout the whole thing. He's saying, well, if this doesn't work, then I'll throw him away. I have to throw him away, wink, wink. Also, it's really windy. I don't know if this is going to work. So he was, from the start, very reluctant to do this.
Come on, you piece of... I'm going to back up now. I'm going to move out of the way so it can do its thing. If not, if it goes out before it reaches anywhere further, which I believe it will. Yep, burned out. Anyway, that's the best I could do. But yeah, this pony got some damage, but I don't believe it's going to go any further than that. So... Jess, I'm sorry, but I couldn't get it to burn all the way. I'm really sorry. But it's best now that you realize that I did what I could. So, I will give you confirmation that these are going to be thrown away. I will give you confirmation. I told you if they burn, I would toss them out. Oh, boy.
Yeah, you can definitely tell there that he did not want to do that. And then we conveniently get a house tour here where you're going to see that his house is just a complete and utter mess.
See, you catch me, little human girl.
That sounds pretty easy.
As I said, I tried, Jess. That's what I was doing. I was grabbing some shoes first because I didn't want anything poking me in the foot.
So Jess is actually in the live stream and just convinces him to go back out there and light it up and say sayonara. Now I'm going to skip forward a little bit in the video because it's just him kind of walking around trying to position the bag and find a good place to burn it. But he gets to a point to where he's about to light it and you can hear him say that he doesn't want to do this, but he has to, and that he had to adjust the bag and the ponies in the bag so that way he didn't have to see their faces whenever he burned the bag. It's very clear that he loved these ponies.
This is all part of my old life, part of the old me. I was willing to put everything aside. Okay, whatever blows towards the house, I'll put out.
He's actually doing this in like a little apartment area where everybody's pretty close together and somebody could easily spot this happening. The ponies are ablazing and a neighbor sees it going down and he walks over there and confronts him.
Whatever stays on the side that doesn't burn, I will toss away into the garbage. But whatever doesn't burn from the garbage, whatever doesn't burn, I'll throw away. All right, Corbin.
And like I said before, that is dangerously close to that house. It could easily catch on fire. Anything could happen here.
Willing to sacrifice.
What are you doing?
Just getting rid of some items I never
All
needed.
you gotta do is throw it away, man. You're gonna make the fire to come and get that out here. What's wrong with you?
I was trying to put it out the whole entire time. I told
It
everyone.
look like you're trying to shut it off.
I was letting.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this though.
Look at all the smoke you got going on.
Yeah. Don't worry, if they show up, we'll just say we have it all under control. But yeah.
So yeah, the neighbor comes over there and is like, what are you doing? And Jupiter's like, I just had to get rid of a few things. And the neighbor's like, just throw it away. What? And then the perfect timing of the sirens in the background, the mood starts to escalate and Jupiter's like, don't worry, if the police come, we'll tell them we got it under control. The whole scene's just crazy.
Now, it's all cinders. Just stomping out the cinders.
You know better.
I know. Someone asked me to do this,
This
so
whole place caught up on fire, bro.
I wasn't trying to. I'll apologize to the neighbor later.
Yeah, he's just getting rid of some unneeded items, not these ponies that he was impregnating and biting and sucking the blood out of. I like how he said, someone told me to do this. Like, that's going to negate the fact that he's the one actually out here burning this and it could cause a fire.
Anyway, that was for Jess, my darling, my girlfriend.
And that pretty much concludes everything that Jupiter's been up to. He does have a TikTok that he's been posted on. And this is that TikTok here. It's Shadow Raven 4218. And then of course he has his backup TikTok. And then of course his YouTube channel Raven Nest. Now thankfully he isn't like some of these other creators that have done these really bad things that are getting a huge following for some reason. His channels don't gain traction, but it is important to keep an eye on his channels and keep him on the radar because he is an online predator. But that's all the crazy stuff that Jupiter has been up to as of recently. Hope you enjoyed this video and shout out to my Patreons. Thank you Patreons for all the support and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video.